to Pitbull Stadium, just outside Miami and the home of the FIU Panthers. We are anxiously awaiting a battle as this fan base is ready to show everyone worldwide what FIU football is all about. Today we have a big Conference USA showdown in store. As we'll see, the Liberty Flames taking on the Florida International Panthers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Flames will kick it away to start. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So FIU's offense will get first crack at it today. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And I think this offense was looking for a reason to ignite the home crowd, coming out on first down, throwing the football, but the defense was ready. Nice job getting to the quarterback, making a big sack on the first play of the game.
And the Panthers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll run play action. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Man, you want to start fast, and you're a defense, that's how you do it. Get to the quarterback not once, but twice in a row. You're not letting him feel comfortable from the start of this game. Great execution by this defense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
FIU will line up to punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Now a fair catch is called for and made just shy of midfield. The Flames offense has the ball for the first time. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Gives it on the option. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. Now on the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
That time on 3rd down, they're trying to see if they can catch the defense napping. They go with the option play, but a great job by the defense being alert, being aware, anticipating it may come. Nothing there. They forced a negative play, now setting up 4th down.
And the Flames will punt this one away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Snagged out of the air. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
And college football, you see this a ton now. You use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
The Panthers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Runs through a tackle. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
And the Panthers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Leaves it with the back. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
He had a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard. They picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
FIU comes out with a fresh set of downs. Trying to move them on the counter. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They tried to run the counter, but absolutely nothing doing.
And those counter plays take a little longer to develop sometimes. You're usually pulling 1 or 2 guys, and that penetration in the backfield can kill you, can get to the running back before he gets started.
Off the play fake. Here's a heat. And he tries to get away, but he cannot. He's taken down. He'll lose a couple.
Those play-action passes take a little bit longer to develop, right? Because you still have the fake, and then the quarterback turns his back to the defense, has to reset. You got to protect him a little bit better than that, or the fake's got to be a lot better.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
We'll give the defense credit there on 3rd down. It almost looked like they were expecting the screen. They gave up a few yards, but not enough for a first down. Now they've got a chance to get off the field.
FIU will line up to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. No return coming here. Fair catch is signaled for and made just shy of the 30. Liberty takes over and the Flames offense ready to go to work. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
The Flames, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Now the play fake. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit. Now facing a 3rd and long. On the ground, it's Gray. They don't get nearly enough on 3rd down. 4th down coming from the 48. And the Flames will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The Panthers can really attack on this second and short. Power football with the run. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Well, this running back has been the only guy, obviously, who's touched the ball these first two plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on third down expecting him to get the ball again.
And the Panthers are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
Yeah, 3rd and 1, you know what time it is. It's about the big boys up front. You got to give me a little bit of space, a little crack. You just can't give up that penetration so my running back can fall forward just like that and get the first down.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. He'll keep it himself. Ball is loose. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Motion from the wideout. The give on the inside. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. After the last run, would you just give it to him again on third down? Looking to throw, it's Jenkins. Pressure coming. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
We're still early in this ball game, but this QB has been hit several times already, been sacked. This is one of those games that the ice bath is going to be your friend afterwards. We're just getting started. It's still in the first quarter, for goodness sakes.
FIU will line up to punt. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. On the run, it's Gray. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Man, how fast did they get in there and make that tackle for a loss? If you blinked, you missed it. Nice job by the defense getting penetration. Everybody up near the line of scrimmage, shooting the gaps quick, getting in the backfield, getting the guy on the ground.
He'll do it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
One of the reasons this offense likes the option game with the quarterback is to use his speed, try to attack the perimeter of the field. The defense, though, not having any of it. You saw the contain on the play, forcing him back in the middle of the field, and they're able to corral him for a huge loss.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. They've gotten very little done on their first three possessions, hoping this one will be more productive. Turning it on! Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. First and goal from the 7. After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer. Now on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. Hit right at the goal line, but he's in for the touchdown.
The offense slips the running back out of the backfield. Nobody decides to cover. My man makes the play. Shows off the hands first. Got to make the catch first. Does the rest. Walks in the end zone for the touchdown.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Quarterback on the keeper. That's a fumble. Bounced right back to them.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
The Flames will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. The Florida International offense is back on the field. Off-play action on 1st down. Oh, what a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, you got to love the effort, selling out for that. Listen, it wasn't a deep pass down the field. It's a short pass, but great effort, laying out, good body control, bringing in the diving catch.
The Panthers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Off-play action. Bringing the heat. Got it in the middle. It's Perry. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. Gonna run it. It's Owens. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Caught in the backfield, it's Payne. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
And the Panthers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
And that's another FIU.
How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Makes the grab on the left. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Trying to barge their way in. They are ready this time. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and after that big run, the defense answers.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
Caught in the backfield, it's Owens. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
They worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. To the air, it's Jenkins. Get it out on the screen. They've got him now. He almost picked up that 1st down on the screen.
Nice job by the defense there. They knew coming into this one, this running back was dangerous catching the football, so really good job getting him down on the ground, now setting up 4th and goal.
And they decide to trot out the kicker.
On the field goal.
And this one is perfect. And now the lead is even bigger.
Well, the head coach decided to play it safe on 4th and inches and trot his field goal team out there, and his field goal kicker just made him look like a pretty smart guy.
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback keeper. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. sent your punter out 4 times. At least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea, because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last play, getting a 1st down.
The give to the back.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these, but if they start to add up down the road, obviously you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. It's Basco. Here comes the heat. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
Well, quarterback went down behind center pretty quick that time, and it makes you wonder as a play caller, against this pass rush, do you start thinking about maybe rolling your quarterback out and changing the launch point?
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He'll throw it. Makes the grab. It's Smith. He's out across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and execution continues to be key.
Nice job by the defense there on 3rd and long, just sitting back and keeping everything in front of them. They give up an easy completion, but because they were able to rally and make the tackle, now they set up 4th.
And the Flames will send out the punt unit. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Nice job to make the fair catch at the 16. Make sure that ball didn't bounce into the coffin corner. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Just a 1-yard gain leaves them with 3rd and 9. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Looking to pass. It's Jenkins. Spits it out to the back. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated. He missed that connection.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. The fair catch just inside the 40. From the gun, to give, looking for room.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Trying play action. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Pulls it in. It's Henderson. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Sometimes your tight end's a safety valve, and sometimes he's your go-to receiver.
And the offense knew right away it was the primary target. It was where he was going with the football because you know you get a little bit of suck up from those linebackers with the play action, and you feed the big fella.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And I think a lot of times when offenses run these counters, you're going to fake one way, right? Pull guys the other direction. If you can get some penetration really quickly, get behind those pullers, you got a chance to get in the backfield just like right there and create a TFL.
Wants to fire on second down. Working that left side. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
When you run the football and then throw in the play action, it's such a tricky thing for the defense. Do I play run? Do I come up fast? It opens those holes right behind the linebackers and between the safeties to make the passing game just a little bit easier.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, the offense is trying to go counter, but the defense blows it up, and they do it by getting penetration up the middle, setting up the tackle for loss.
The Flames trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. On the option, it's Basco. There he goes. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the first down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
Here comes the option. He'll toss it. And that one will go and reverse the defense all over that pitch on the option.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
They'll try the run. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Really nice resiliency by the running back. Sometimes you just got to be able to turn the page, right? You have a tackle for loss the previous play, they give it right back to you, and you make the defense pay. Good vision, good athleticism picking up that first. Why not give it to him again?
Leaves it with the back. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Flames. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
PAT unit on the field. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. That drive covered 62 yards for the touchdown, and it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. Finds his way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
Looking to throw, it's Jenkins. He's got his man. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. That was a really well-run route on the curl to pick up the first down.
Yeah, and it's a nice job, too, by the receiver, getting his depth and then finding space in between the defenders, giving his quarterback a nice target.
They'll keep it on the ground. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll go to the ground. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the sticks. It's McNeil. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
FIU set up with another first down. Give to the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Jenkins. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. He's at the 30. Past the 10. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Liberty!
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they're up 14 to 10.
That makes the score Liberty 14, Florida International 10.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's coming out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. From the gun, the ground game. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down.
You know, you better form tackle better on defense. You had a chance to make a big play, miss the running back, and as a result, he's getting positive yards. Defense has to do a better job of finishing.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. To the air on first down. Under fire. Had to get rid of it quickly. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking for a man. It's Jenkins. Fires to the wideout. Got his man to the left. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
Fires to the big fella. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. Wants to go up top. Oh, they're after him. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Pocket breaking down. There's the pressure. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
FIU will line up to punt. They'll look to pin him deep. He'll make the fair catch at the 13, and they will have less than favorable field position here. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The offense will have to use its first time out of the half.
Man, I love that play by this corner. You know why? When you run the option and that thing gets spread out, your DBs have to commit to tackling. And how about the cornerback coming up, sticking his face in the fan, and making a play? You love to see DBs tackle like that.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the running game has been going in the wrong direction. They'll try to get their first positive play of the drive here on third down. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be fourth down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the Flames send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He'll take it on the return. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Looking downfield, it's Jenkins. Fires to the tight end. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly. They wanted to get the ball to the tight end, and they've already done it 5 times, and we're not even to the half.
I'm about to say mission accomplished. Yeah, that's what they want to do. Take advantage of the matchup, right? Zone or man, I like my big fella. I like using the tight end all I can. Great job working him into the offense. He's a playmaker. Find him.
That's the kind of protection you dream about as he fires left. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup, spotted at the 25-yard line.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
So it's first down, but with just a few seconds, they'll try to put up a 3 before halftime. After the earlier field goal, they'll try again, this time a 43-yard attempt. Right down the boulevard, it's good. It's now a 1-point game, 14-13.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. Fielded in the end zone, it's Gray. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And the offense will play it safe, take a knee, and head to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A really raucous environment there in Miami. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. For now, let's get back to the guys in the booth to start up this second half.
The Panthers will line up to kick off and start the second half. on the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Liberty takes over and the Flames offense ready to go to work. Going to the run to start this second half. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The give to the left. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
Got a man. It's Lee.
Caught by the receiver. He's brought down at the 38-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
The Flames can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He'll pull it on the read. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options. He's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
And the Flames line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to sneak it. The Flames will try to pin them back with the punt. He's got it. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. The Florida International offense is back on the field. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for him.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll leave it with him. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
And the Panthers come to the line needing just inches for the 1st down. Touch pass on the jet sweep. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down.
And how about that? You don't see those, touch passes go for negative yards very often. Usually this is a short flip that counts as a completion that goes a long way, but the defense aggressive. Saw it, pulled the trigger, came outside, made sure he didn't get outside and get to that edge. Nice job by the defense.
Makes the catch at the 30. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. With the catch, it's Lee. At the 40, there he goes. Oh, he's getting ahead of... And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Flames.
And how nice is it to have a playmaker like that I can get the ball out of my hands right to him and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
Lining up to add another.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
And with the extra point, it's 21-13. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. OC, quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. Rides the back on the option to give. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Jenkins. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. When you see all those defenders around your intended target like that, just throw it in the ground or throw it away. I mean, that's a completion that loses yards. You're just hurting your offense there.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Under fire. Brought down at the 16-yard line, and that will likely bring out the punt team.
You know, you hear the term nickel so much. Most people stay a nickel most of the time because of all the speed in college football and the running quarterback, and you see why it pays dividends. More speed on the field when the QB does take off to go get him on the ground and force a 4th down.
They boot it away. Hand goes into the air for the fair catch, and the catch is made around the 40. Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike score. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offense approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
And it'll be a pickup of 9. They're facing a 3rd and 1.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you. But you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
And the Flames come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Caught over the middle. It's Smith. He's got 1st down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning 2. That was beautiful.
The Flames have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. That's caught. It's Jenkins.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. The play action fake. Throws to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Back to throw. It's Basco. He hurls one deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
And these balls thrown way down the field. This is a lot of times when you see those pass interference or receivers adjusting the ball and DBs not. This time you could tell the defender did a great job understanding where the ball was going, got his hand on it, made sure the receiver couldn't make the play.
They kick it away on 4th down. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. Grabbed in the middle. It's McNeil. Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. And the defense was on its heels after that long completion.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
The Panthers just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Finds his man. It's Perry. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Brings up second down.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Looking to fire. Wide open downfield. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
Another FIU.
Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. To the air, it's Jenkins. Rushes on him. Quarterback on the move, still looking. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact.
Nice job by the QB sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
They've moved it into scoring territory. 1st and 10 from the 11. Looking downfield on 1st down. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
And the Panthers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
This has got to be frustrating if you're the offensive coordinator because you've had receivers open down the field, just haven't had time to get them the football. This defense doing an outstanding job with their pass rush.
The incomplete pass brings up 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. That'll cut this lead down to 5.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And this D needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Makes the catch. It's Person. Uses a nifty move to work his way to the 24. Keeps it on the bootleg. Here's a heat. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm thinking about chipping this defensive end with running backs. I'm leaving my tight ends in to help this tackle because we cannot block him. He's already got 2 sacks.
And the Flames line up to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Surprisingly makes a fair catch just outside the 40-yard line. The Florida International offense is back on the field. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack. Get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
The Panthers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass, it's Jenkins. Caught close to the marker, it's McNeil. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
And that's another FIU.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He's got it inside the 15. And he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense.
Another FIU.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Wants to go up top on first down. He's got the tight end. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these 2 guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
They go to the wide receiver screen. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
Firing to the right, complete. Touchdown, FIU! And that one will give them the lead. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
Leading by 1, they'll go ahead and go for 2 and try to make it a field goal game. Dropping back, it's Jenkins. Looking to convert the 2, and he will not. The defense gets to him with the sack.
Florida International 22, Liberty 21.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Goes to the option. Now the toss. Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line.
That's exactly what you want to do against the option. You want that thing to string along out wide so you get more bodies to the football. Nice job playing the first option, the quarterback. They've sent the pitch out wide. Guess what? Ready for that too. They tackle him and they get him on the ground.
The give to the tailback. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
And man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Quick pass on the jet motion. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that third down.
That's a great job executing up front by the defense. They looked like they were ready for that play, and that was a bit of a more unconventional look from the offense on third down, but the defense was there to make a big stop.
The Flames will line up to punt it away. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Got it in the middle. It's McNeil. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Good job reading the defense by the quarterback on that RPO feed. He waited to see how the defense was going to play the run. He saw defenders bite up close to the line of scrimmage, and right away he knew he had the slant throw right in behind it.
We've reached the break. It's FIU with the lead. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. From the gun, running back gets the give. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
And the Panthers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Hand off from the shotgun. And a decent gain there before the defense makes a stop.
They showed this run in the first half, right? You saw it. They loaded up on this side, ran the football, had some success. What do they do in the second half? Pull some guys, run the counter the other direction to keep the defense off balance.
The marker rests at the 39, and that's what they need here on third down. Dropping back, it's Jenkins. Pressure coming. Complete to the left. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
FIU set up with another first down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock. And they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
They run the reverse. And they'll knock him down for a 5-yard loss.
Nice job by this defense staying home, not getting fooled. When the ball goes away from me, I don't just chase blindly across the field. They see the reverse, and I love the speed, the close, and the tackle. They get a tackle for a loss on that gadget-type play.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles.
Touchdown, Panthers. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That's his 3rd touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the point after is good. So the touchdown drive goes 63 yards. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it out. It's Gray. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. Running back searching for a hole. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He'll keep it himself. Moving past the 25. Goes out of bounds at the 25, and that's the way to get it out of your own end.
Man, you could tell the QB saw space immediately. Forget the reads, forget anything else. I see all that space. I'm going to go attack it right now and make the big play.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. He'll do it himself. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Running game worked on first down. Let's see if they go back to it on 2nd down. They'll run play action. Looking for a big gain. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Basco. He'll take another shot here. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
The offense has got to find something here in the 4th quarter. You can tell pressing a little bit. They need that big play. They want that big play to try to make this game a better ball game. Took the shot, unsuccessful, but I wouldn't be surprised if they take some more of those.
And the Flames decide to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Takes it on the return. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. He'll start this drive firing. That's caught. It's Perry. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Now from the 48-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Bringing the heat. It's complete to the right. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with second and short.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with the lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
Snagged in the middle. It's Perry. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
FIU comes out with a fresh set of downs. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Off the play fake. It's complete on the right side. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Love the play call offensively because you've got the lead. The defense expects you to run the ball. You just did it the previous play, so there you dial up play action, set up an easy throw, and you keep the clock ticking.
The Panthers come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Quarterback on the keeper. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14.
And I feel like the option is a play that this guy can run in his sleep. He's constantly making the right decision, so I love it here. Third down, you're putting it on him to do the right thing. He had to keep the football there. The defense took everybody else away. It was open for him, so he's able to just pick up enough to keep this drive moving, keep the sticks rolling.
Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Florida International.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they move on top by 15. They march 58 yards for the touchdown on that one. And they finished it off with a 14-yard run for the score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world, so he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
To the air, it's Vasco. Grabbed over the middle, it's Lee. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32.
Well, the good news is you got the first down running it there on second and short, but the bad news is you're down by quite a bit here in the fourth quarter, and 2, 3, 4-yard gains aren't going to get it done. You've got to start chucking this thing vertically to get back in the game.
The give is to Williams. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The give to the back. Finding open areas. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
The Flames are on the move. Wide receiver comes in motion. Here's the handoff. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. Tried to pound it on 1st down. Now back to the line. Handoff to the lone back. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a 1st down.
And the Flames back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. He'll pull it on the read. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. Well, he couldn't find any running room at all, and he'll end up taking a loss on the play.
Yeah, great discipline on defense, too, because if you're going to stop the option, you have to play assignment football. Everybody doing their job. There was just nowhere to go there for the QB.
Wants to throw. It's Vasco. Got a man. It's Person. Breaks into the open. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get to 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Back's got it. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
And after that strong play on 1st down, they're right on the cusp of a score. 2nd and goal. To the edge, it's Williams. Looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Liberty.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
And with the lead sitting at 9, they'll try to make it a one-possession game. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Panthers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to throw, it's Jenkins. Catch in the middle, it's Payne. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing there.
He lost it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
It's a nice job by the receiver working past the sticks. Looked like it was going to be a first down by the offense, but how about the physical play knocking that ball loose?
FIU will line up to punt.
On to punt it away.
That's usually prime return position, but he'll make the fair catch just outside the 40. Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. The short hands, it's Blue. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Man, this is where you really hang your hat on your defense. You got to lead late in the game. Offense just punted because they trust you. They can put you out there to get a stop. When you have the lead, get the ball back to the offense. Let's see if this defense can come up clutch.
Second down, he'll throw it. Release to the back. Caught near the sticks. It's Williams. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. It's 1st and 10. They've moved it to the 41. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Lee. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Nice job by the quarterback, pre-snap and post-snap. He knew the defense was going to be playing zone coverage, and there was no doubt in his mind where he was going with that football.
The Flames with the 1st and 10. To throw, it's Vasco. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Big-time players make big-time plays in big-time games. Great job by the defense, not closing the door completely, but stopping the momentum late in the game when you already got a lead. Nice job, D.
This drive will start from the 19-yard line. The give as they work on that clock. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
I just love the individual one-on-one effort by the defense there. Offense trying to go option, QB keeps it, but just too many defenders winning their one-on-one battles, defeating blocks, and getting the tackle for loss.
It'll be 3rd and long. He'll keep it himself. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
And this defense, they were ready for that 3rd down. That you could tell they smelt the option coming, did a great job, aggressive, downhill, went and got it, got the tackle for a loss, forcing the 4th down.
FIU will line up to punt. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Fair catch is brought in at the 43, and they are set up nicely. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. Back to pass, it's Vasco. Here's a throw downfield late. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, you know the defense felt freaked out on that one. Here in the 4th quarter, and you're lined up against one of the fastest players in all of college football, and they're taking a shot up top. You just hold on tight and hope for the best, and that time they were able to force an incompletion.
Back to pass on second down. He finds a dead spot in the middle. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.